current topic of the week. Will the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel last?
It might last for a while, but I don't think it'll last for too long.
I hope that it will last because obviously everyone hopes that, but I feel like given like the historical events, I don't think it will happen.
No.
Probably not.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 paragraphs.
5 sentences.
What humans need right now is to not be blaming and choosing a side, but to be choosing the side of humanity as a whole. And until we can get over the fact that Israel and Hamas are both, people, then we're going to be stuck in a war, because one side is always going to be blaming the other side. You have to just make peace with the other side. I know it's easier said than done, but I think that's...
The ceasefire is not gonna last. Will the ceasefire have? It's not gonna last because Trump already freed the hostages, so we're already on our way to peace.
I personally don't think that the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel will last because wasn't it just a couple of months ago when President Trump said that they already signed an agreement? I think it's just going to continue on until somebody eventually gets sick and tired of all this war. So that's my opinion.
I think if everything goes right on both sides, seeing how both sides have messed things up, this peace should last this time because there's been a lot of talk about ceasefires for the past 2 years, and then it's not happening, or this is not happening, and I think this one will finally be the one to do it.
I don't think it will last.
I have great opinions on this. I do think it'll last.
I believe it will last.
All I want is for people to prosper. No matter what it means, I want every government in the world to just do right by their people and the people of the world.
No, because they literally just killed that journalist. I actually watched him for a while. Like, he had like millions of followers, and then they just killed him like pretty much right after the ceasefire was announced. So, no, they don't give a shit, and they're gonna continue killing them off until they're all gone. So, yeah.
Will the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas last? I don't think it will, mainly because the high tensions that Hamas is doing right now, they just did a bunch of public executions in the streets, and I think that's going to kind of get Israel angry and have them have like another reason to start bombing and clearing out Palestine.
It's not going to last unless something massively changes in both Israeli and Palestinian society.
I don't think it will. I hope it does.
Started firing on civilians again. Supposedly. I don't know, but they agreed to a ceasefire and less than 24 hours later they did that. Maybe they changed something, I don't know. But yeah, sure.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't really be surprised either way, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I think the ceasefire will last for long, because both the countries are adamant on there and no one's gonna surrender. And I don't blame anyone, but yeah, it's gonna last for long.
Honestly, before I would have thought it could never really last, but I don't know. Right now, I just feel like it might genuinely just end because I think the captives are already freed, I believe, from what I heard. So I think it should honestly last for a little bit at least, just a little bit of peace to everything, to let everything cool off, possibly. But then again, who knows what Israel will do? They haven't been following any of the rules really, so who knows? It's a tragedy what happened in Gaza. It's horrible.
The first one that I remember, the last one happening, they broke that shit. So I don't know who started. Do you know? Who started this ceasefire, the newest one? Or they agreed on it?
Yeah, they agreed on it.
Okay. In my opinion, I don't think it'll really last unless the U.S. puts enough pressure on Israel to really make it, because Like right now, you know, they could just pretty much do whatever they want. No one's stopping them.
No, I don't think it will last. The reason why I don't think it will last is because it doesn't hit to the core issue at hand, right? There's still it's a very unsustainable peace. The core reason why Hamas is fighting Israel is because they view Israel as a settler colonial state, right? That's settling the Middle East and has expansionist, ideas. Israel still views Hamas as a terrorist organization that's always going to, fight Israel, right? So like, obviously, not all Palestinians are Hamas, right? But like, there's always still, as long as the organization still exists, Israel is going to view that as like a security issue. So because of that, both sides haven't really resolved the true issue. It is still good that like both sides have agreed to a ceasefire and they've agreed to like stop the violence, which I think is the most important aspect of this conflict, right? But if they don't really hit at the root of the problem, it might continue at a later point. It's just a pause to something that will continue on.
I saw in the news and I think the whole hostage situation, I think that was a hoax. Like, I think they made it up so they have an excuse to attack Palestine. So that's and I think it's not gonna stop. I think the conflict it will continue. So that's my opinion.